Hi, it's your girl Tabetha and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you why it seemed like no matter what you're doing to your hair, it's still breaking and shedding. I'm just going to be giving you guys some tips and things that you can do to sort of kind of help combat that issue. And I'm going to be showing you some of the products that I use. It's like 2 products that I use that also help with as far as like with the breakage and shedding. Okay, so one of the things that I recommend that you do, some of you guys may not think that it's important, but it's extremely important to know this, and that is learning your hair porosity. Some of you guys, again, are going to think that it is not important to know this, but it is indeed important to know the porosity of your hair, because if you're someone that's low porosity, you're not going to treat your hair as someone that's high porosity. Understand that. Someone who is low porosity, you're not going to treat your hair as someone that is high porosity. Now, if you are mid porosity in between, you can treat your hair as both. Now, me, I am someone that is low porosity. So when I am using products in my hair, I have to use heat. I use my steamer, and when I'm using the products, you know, they work better. They absorb better, and you know, it's more beneficial. So I have to use some kind of heat, some form of heat. High porosity doesn't tend to have to use heat. If anything, they have a problem with retaining moisture. So I talk to a lot of people that are high porosity, and they have that problem with moisture retention. So I tell them things like, when you moisturize your hair, and if you're someone who doesn't use heat and you're someone who uses a lot of creams and things, I tell them start sealing their hair with like black castor oil and shea butter. I do that sometimes with my hair, depending on like the change of the weather. You know, sometimes my hair would dry out, and you know, I'll use like shea butter to seal in moisture along with an oil. As far as like with black castor oil, that's pretty good. So that's what I use. So figure out the porosity of your hair. Another thing that people are not doing that can be a contributing factor for your hair breaking and shedding is you're not clarifying your hair as you should. Clarifying your hair helps with removing buildup. Low porosity, we have that problem. So we need to be clarifying our hair at least every 3 weeks to a month. I try to clarify my hair at least every 3 weeks to a month. If you're going to clarify your hair, make sure that you go behind with a daily moisturizing shampoo, because then you don't want to completely strip the moisture from your hair, because then you have a problem. So make sure that you are using a daily moisturizing shampoo after clarifying your hair. So that's another thing that people are not doing as they should, is clarifying your hair. Okay, make sure that you're trimming your hair too. Let's see what else. It's so many. That is just some of the things to be looking out. So you need to go ahead and just write down some of the things that you're doing. Too much heat can cause your hair to break and shed. So if you're using too much heat, make sure that you limit how much you use. So I talk to some people who use heat every day in their hair, and I'm like, that's not good. I talk to some people that use heat once a month or once every 6 weeks, and I'm like, that's actually fine. So make sure that you are limiting the heat that you use in your hair. Make sure that you are not coloring your hair as often, because with color, it eats away at the hair slowly, because it has tons of chemicals. So be careful with coloring your hair. So just start writing down some of the things that you do and some of the things that you don't, and then just sort of change it. Last but not least, I'm going to tell you another thing that some people are not doing with their hair that is also contributing to the breakage and shedding. And only doing it when they're flattening their hair, like getting a silk press or whatnot, and that is you're not using a protein treatment. So I try to get a protein treatment in at least once a month. People with low porosity hair, they kind of have a problem, like, a love or hate when it comes to protein treatments. I talk to a lot of people who says that, my hair doesn't do well with protein treatments, especially when they use rice water. I kind of recommend people with low porosity to kind of steer clear away from like rice water, because rice water is extremely potent, and it can be intense. I tried using rice water before in the past, and it did not do my hair any justice at all. So I just stopped using it. It was not nice. Okay, but we have to get some protein in. We have to get some protein in, even if we are not. Our hair is like protein sensitive. We have to get some protein in. So I use like this package right here. It's like a 8-in-1 protein reconstructor. It's called Texture ID. You can't see it now because it's ripped off, but it's called Texture ID. It's called Texture ID. I guarantee you this little package right here lasted me a month. When I was doing it, I was doing a protein treatment. It would have lasted me longer, but I was doing a protein treatment like once a week, just to kind of help with building my hair back up because I wasn't using it. So this right here has soy protein, wheat protein, avocado oil, shea butter. What protein treatment does to the hair, it reconstructs the hair and those bonds, strengthening the hair, and it's like a starting over period. So it's like your hair is reborn again. So, and it helps with all the breakage and shedding, and this is like one of the best protein treatment package that I've come across, and I've used plenty of protein treatment, but this is by far the best. So I would recommend you getting this and using for your hair. After that, I'll go in with this from Shea Moisture. It's like African black castor oil strengthening restore treatment mask. It's like a deep conditioner. You want to make sure that you go in with a deep conditioner after your protein treatment, just to kind of help with bringing in that moisture again, because protein treatment does dry the hair out. Most of the protein treatment dries the hair out, so make sure that you're going in with a deep moisturizing conditioner. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. So, just make sure that you're writing down the things that you do for your hair and the things that you're not. If you're using too much heat, if you're not trimming your hair, if you're not clarifying your hair, if you're not shampooing your hair as often. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys take something from this, and just let me know in the comment section below on the progress that you made with either protein treatment or clarifying your hair or trimming your hair, moisturizing it, or steamers, or learning your hair porosity, and just let me know if that helped with your problem as far as like with the breakage and shedding. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Mwah.